afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Byron Center Baseball here on BCTV. I'm your announcer this evening, Nate Ewing, where your Byron Center Bulldogs face off against the Sailors of Mona Shores. First pitch of the game is in there, called strike one. At the plate now is number 4, Hunter Kruger. On the mound for the Bulldogs, number 14, Keaton Van Camp, and this one is swung on, well hit, oppo field into right field. That'll drop in there for extra bases. Rolls all the way to the fence. Kruger around first, and he will stride into second with a leadoff double to get us started here in the top of the first. So on just 2 pitches, the Sailors have a runner in scoring position. Now digging in for the Sailors, number 2, Eli Habitler. First pitch he sees, shows bunt, pickoff attempt by the catcher. Over to second, not in time. Kruger slides back in safely. Luke Laska is behind the plate for the Bulldogs. First pitch of the at-bat was called a strike. Tried to pull back on the bunt. Tries to pull back on the bunt again, but this is going to be called strike number 2. Oh, 0-2 count on Habitler. Oh, 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And Habitler goes down on strikes. On just 3 pitches from Van Campen. At the plate now is Braylon Ficini. And Van Campen steps off to walk Kruger back, or look Kruger back, I should say. First pitch of the at-bat, thought about it, holds off for called ball. Pitch misses outside, 2-0 now. Pitch is going to get past Laska, and Kruger will round third, and he will retreat back to third safely. Now Braylon Ficini has a runner about 90 feet away, 3-0 count with 1 away. Pitch in there, called strike 1. Pitch swung on and missed. And the count's now full for Ficini. Pitch swung on, chopper ground ball. Gonna get past the pitcher, fielded by the second baseman, tries to shovel it, but will just hold on to it as Ficini beats it out and will score the first run of the game as Kruger comes across to home plate on the slow chopper. First pitch of the at-bat to number 3, Trevor Cunningham, is in there, called strike 1. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Pickoff attempt over at first, but Vaccini is back in there safely. This one swung on, popped up, shallow right. Right fielder is under it, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the top of the first. Now number 7, Owen Tornga at the plate. Another pickoff attempt, almost got him, but he slides back in safely. Another attempt over at first, but not in time. And time is going to be called by the batter. This one swung on, well hit, but foul down the right field line. Tornga now facing an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch, swung on, ground ball foul down the first base line. Another pickoff attempt, not in time. O2 pitch, swung on, ground ball, fielded by the shortstop over to first in time, and that'll be the final out of the frame. Mona Shores, however, strike first, 1-0 as we head into the bottom half of the first. And in the meantime, while they switch sides, let's take a moment and thank our sponsors. They are, of course, Byron Township, a community on the move, and Gaines Charter Township. We'd also like to thank the BC Bronze Athletic sponsors, Fast Signs, Pete's Grill and Tavern, and Promo. Also like to thank the BC Athletic Silver sponsors, Family Fair, University of Michigan Health West, Orthopedic Associates of West Michigan, and XYZ Motors. And last but certainly not least, we'd like to thank the BC Athletics Gold sponsors, Armored Roofing and Construction, and the Center for Physical Rehabilitation. Number 7, Owen Tornga is going to be starting off on the mound for the Sailors. Tornga continues his warm-ups. You can follow BCTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at BCTV25 or on YouTube at BCTV.25 to stay up to date on our productions and news. This will be the final warm-up pitch before we get things underway here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the bottom of the first. Swung on, ground ball, base hit up the middle into center field. Nolan Booth, the leadoff man for the Bulldogs, will get on first with an easy base hit up the middle. This one swung on, ground ball, right in front of the pitcher. Turinga over to first in time. They will get the force out, but the sacrifice works, as now Nolan Booth is over on second. Runner in scoring position for the Bulldogs. It was Alex Wabin who made the sacrifice ground ball. It's now number 2, Luke Laska, the catcher, will dig in. And the first pitch to Laska misses inside, 1-0. One-0 pitch in there, called strike one. Count even at 1 now for Laska. This one swung on, well hit line drive into right field. Right fielder is there, and he'll make the catch. Apologies, I was trying to find the umpire, but they happen to be wearing the same shirt color, at least, as Mona Shores. So it took me a second, but nice catch out there and right. And now there's 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Now number 9, Kellen Payne, will dig in for the Bulldogs. First pitch taken for a ball, 1-0. Pitch misses upstairs, 2-0 now on Payne. To a pitch, swung on, popped up. Hit off somebody's car, and it might have been mine, but it's a 2-1 count. As long as there's no broken glass, not really that big of a deal. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch there by Turinga. Foul tipped. Says the home plate umpire its count is even at 2-2. Two-two pitch, runs inside and hits him. And that'll put 2 on with 2 away. And now the lefty, number 8, Tate Bainbridge, will dig in for the Bulldogs. First pitch of the at-bat taken for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch swung on. Fly ball that will go foul and out of play. Bainbridge now in the hole 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch misses, says the home plate umpire, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch in there, called strike 3. And that will be the end of the bottom of the first. Nice work by Torga and the Mona Shores defense to prevent any damage done, as they will still hold a 1-0 lead as we head into the top of the second. And really quick, while I switch sides, if you would like a copy of today's game or any other event covered by BCTV, that's not a problem. Get a hold of us at 878-6781 or through our website, www.byrontv.com, for either a Blu-ray or DVD copy of whatever event you're looking for. Blu-rays are only $15 and DVDs are just $10. Again, call 878-6781 or visit www.byrontv.com to order your Blu-ray or DVD today. Also, a message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association. This year, the MHSAA is celebrating a century of sports. Help celebrate 100 years of the MHSAA by visiting them online to see exclusive content about the people, places, and things that make school sports so special. Rivalries, records, and remembering some of the state's top players. Relive it all at MHSAA.com. Thank you to everyone who has been a part of a century of sports. Leading off for Mona Shores in the top of the second is number 14, Caden Harris. First pitch of the at-bat in there, called strike 1. Second pitch of the at-bat misses. Counts even at 1. 1-1 pitch misses outside. 2-1 now. Two-one pitch misses low. 3-1 now. One pitch swung on, ground ball, fielded. No, it's going to get past the shortstop, and that's going to be good for a base hit for Caden Harris to lead it off in the top of the second. Now number 13, Najee Monroe will dig in. Pickoff attempt, not in time. Harris slides back in with ease. First pitch of the at-bat, called strike 1. Tries to get the bunt down, but it's going to go foul towards the Bulldogs dugout. Nothing in 2 on Monroe. 0-2 pitch, fouled back. This one swung on, also fouled back. Still 0-2 on Monroe. Two swung on, ground ball. Fielded by the second baseman, throws it over to first in time. And couldn't quite see, but no, he didn't field it right on second base, so they will just get the 1 out over at first, but that'll put a runner in scoring position for Mona Shores. Number 15, Julian Thielbar, will dig in now for Mona Shores. First pitch of the at-bat, swung on and missed, 0-1. Second pitch of the AB misses outside, 1-1. This one swung on well, hit deep into center field. That's going to be caught into center field, and by the center fielder, I should say, and Harris will retreat back to second. 2 gone now. Now number 6, Brady Tilden, will dig in for Mona Shores. First pitch swung on and missed, 0-1. One is in there, called strike 2. Two swung on and missed, dropped third strike, throw from Laska to first in time for the final out of the frame. Mona Shores strand a runner over on second. Score remains the same, 1-0, as Byron prepares for their second inning at bats. And in the meantime, while they switch sides, let's take a moment and thank our sponsors once again. They are, of course, Byron Township, a community on the move, Gaines Charter Township. We'd also like to thank the BC Athletics bronze sponsors, Fast Signs, Pete's Grill and Tavern, and Promo. I'd also like to thank the BC Athletics silver sponsors, Family Fair, University of Michigan Health West, the Orthopedic Associates of West Michigan, and XYZ Motors. And we'd also like to thank the BC Athletics gold sponsors, Armored Roofing and Construction, and the Center for Physical Rehabilitation. Tornga back out on the mound for Mona Shores. Last game these two teams played against one another had to carry over from the other day. That's where they started off tonight, an extra innings bout that the Bulldogs eventually won 8-10, the final score. Bulldogs 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the due-up. In the top of the second, or the bottom of the second. And the pitcher, number 14, Keaton Van Kampen, will dig in to lead off the bottom of the second. First pitch misses in the dirt. 1-0. Pitch in there, called strike one. One pitch misses outside. 2-1. Pitch also misses. 3-1 count now on Van Kampen. This one swung on, well hit. Deep into center field. Center fielder going back, and it's going to be over his head. Van Kampen around first, and he will round second, but retreat back there safely with a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position now for the Bulldogs with nobody out. As now the first baseman, number 23, Davey Gomez, will dig in. First pitch of the at-bat from Torga, fouled. Foul tipped right back to the catcher. Gets past him a little bit, but it's 0-1. A one pitch, misses upstairs and outside, 1-1. One pitch, swung on, hard hit ground ball. Nice play there by the third baseman. Cannon shot over to first in time for the first out of the inning. Now number 22, Caden Kraus, will dig in for the Bulldogs. First pitch of the at-bat ran inside and tipped his bat from the sound of it, so it's 0-1. The 0-1 from Torga. This is outside. One pitch in there, called strike two. And 1-2 to Kraus. Swung out and missed. And he will go down on strikes for the second out of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat swung on, well hit, but foul. Number 10, Carter Ricketts at the plate for the Bulldogs. This one swung on, a slow roller ground ball down the first base line. Foul ball. Oh, 2 pitch, swung on, chopped foul. The 0-2, this one swung on, hit well, but foul, out of play. Still an 0-2 count on Ricketts. This one swung on, ground ball, fielded by the shortstop, over to first, in time by about a step. And that will be the final out of the bottom of the second. Bulldogs still unable to capitalize on their leadoff hits. Score still 1-0 in favor of Mona Shores as we head into the top of the third. In the meantime, while they switch sides, we here at BCTV are always looking for new opportunities to connect with our community. One that makes the biggest impact is in the form of a sponsorship. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor of BCTV and would like more information, call 878-6780. Sponsorship rates are affordable, tax deductible, and help bring you even more community-oriented content. Kruger, Habitler, and Ficini are in the do-up for Mona Shores. The top of their lineup is now flips to start off the top of the third. Van Kampen back out on the mound for the Bulldogs. Kruger got a leadoff double his last time up. Knocked in by Ficini. That was the first run of the game. The only run of the game thus far. And the first pitch of the top of the third on the way. In there, called strike one. Oh, 1 pitch, swung on, chopped foul towards the Bulldogs dugout. 0-2 now for Kruger. Oh, 2 pitch, he rings him up for the first out of the top of the third. Kruger didn't like the call, and neither did I, but nonetheless, that's the first out of the top of the third. First pitch of the at-bat to Habitler is swung on and missed, 0-1. This one swung on, High bouncing ground ball fielded by the second baseman. Throw over to first. Nice scoop there by number 23, Davey Gomez. And that'll be the second out of the top of the third. That'll bring up number 16, Braylon Ficini. Base is empty with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat misses. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on, well hit liner above the glove of a jumping shortstop, Nolan Booth. That is a hard hit base hit for Braylon Ficini, his second of the game. He's 2 for 2 thus far. And that'll bring up number 3, Trevor Cunningham. Flew out to right his last time up, runner on first, 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat swung on and missed. It's 0-1. A 1 to Cunningham is in there, called strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch, misses high and out. Two to Cunningham, swung on, well hit into right field. Right fielder is there and makes a catch on the run for the final out of the top of the third. Score remains the same, still 1-0. Sailors with the lead as we head into the bottom half of the third. And really quick, while they switch sides, Torga back out on the mound for Mona Shores. But in the meantime, you can follow BCTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at BCTV25 or on YouTube at BCTV.25 to stay up to date on our productions and news. The Bulldogs will also have their top of the lineup to start off the third inning. Olin Booth, Alex Wabbit, and Luke Laska. And for his last warm-up pitch, everyone in sports is in search of the elusive perfect game, making every shot, completing every pass, striking everyone out, getting each call right. That's right, game officials enjoy the competition and seek perfection just like the players do. If you still have that competitive streak and want to help kids by giving back, maybe becoming a high school official is for you. To register, log on to MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. And Booth will dig in to start off the top or the bottom of the third. Goodness. First pitch of the at-bat misses, 1-0. Pitch swung on, fouled back. Evens up the count at 1-1. Pitch swung on, well hit deep into right field. Right fielder is under it and will make the catch for the first out of the bottom of the third. That'll bring up number 7, Alex Wabin. Sacrifice to advance the runner back in the first. First pitch of the at-bat misses 1-0. 1-0 pitch in there, called strike one. One pitch in there, called strike two. The 1-2 to Wabin. Misses up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch, fouled back. And the 2-2 runs inside and hits him. That's going to put a runner on first with 1 away for the Bulldogs. It's now the catcher, Luke Laska, will dig in. Lined out to right his last time up. Runner goes, oh, and catcher drops it on the transfer, so an easy stolen base for Wabin. Nothing in one on Laska. That one misses inside, thought about it, but holds off for ball one. One pitch, misses upstairs, maybe a touch outside, 2-1. 2-1 pitch, misses low, just below the knees. 3 balls, 1 strike for Laska. Three-one pitch, swung on, popped up, and foul. Pick-off attempt, almost got him. And here's the pitch, misses up high. That'll be ball 4 as Laska will work the walk to put 2 on with 1 away. And a quick mound visit from the catcher to prep for the cleanup hitter, number 9, Kellen Payne. This one is swung on, hit well, but foul, not a play. Nothing in 1 on Kellen Payne. Runners go, throw down to third. Not in time, Wabin slides under the tag. And a beautiful double steal by the Bulldogs puts 2 runners in scoring position. Counts even at 1 for Kellen Payne. 1 away. Foul tipped right back into the catcher's glove. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Catcher's mitt, I should say, pardon me. 1-2 pitch, swung on, well hit into right field, but that will go foul. And the 1-2 from Tornga. Misses just outside, 2-2. This one swung on, ground ball. Fielded by the shortstop, throw over to first in time for the force out. But Wobbin will still come across to score, and we have a tied game. That'll bring up the southpaw, number 8, Tate Bainbridge. Runner on third after the ground ball. First pitch, the at-bat misses inside, 1-0. .1-0 pitch misses outside this time, 2-0 now for Bainbridge. 2-0 pitch is in there, called strike one. Two-one pitch, fouled out of play. That'll even up the count at 2. Two pitch in there, called strike 3, got him looking. And that will be the end of the third inning. Bulldogs score 1 but strand 1, so it's a 1-1 tie as we head into the top of the fourth. And while they switch sides, if you would like a copy of today's game or any other event covered by BCTV, that's not a problem. Get a hold of us at 878-6781 or through our website, www.byrontv.com, to order your Blu-ray or DVD today. Blu-rays are only $15 and DVDs are just $10. Again, call 878-6781 or you can visit www.byrontv.com to order your Blu-ray or DVD today. Leading off the top of the fourth for Mona Shores is their pitcher, Owen Tornga. They'll be followed by Caden Harris and Najee Monroe in the due up here. Van Kampen back out on the mound for the Bulldogs. And Lasco was the runner that was stranded. So warm-ups took a little extra time. So in the meantime, let's take a moment and thank our sponsors. They are, of course, Byron Township, a community on the move in Gaines-Tretter Township. I'd also like to thank the BC Athletics Silver sponsors, Family Fair, University of Michigan Health West, Orthopedic Associates of West Michigan, and XYZ Motors. And last but certainly not least, we'd like to thank the BC Athletics Gold sponsors, Armored Roofing and Construction, and the Center for Physical Rehabilitation. One final warm-up pitch before we get things underway here in the top of the fourth. Once again, Owen Tornga will lead it off for Mona Shores. Tornga 0 for 1 thus far tonight. First pitch of the at-bat in there, called strike 1. A 1 pitch, swung on and missed. Nice pitch there by Van Kampen. 0-2 now on Tornga. 0-2 pitch. Fouled it back. Low and in the dirt. Laska couldn't hold on. At bat will continue, 0-2. O-2 pitch, misses outside. One-two pitch, fouled back, fouled away, I should say, towards the Bulldogs' dugout. Still 1-2. Two pitch, swung on, hard hit, ground ball. Gonna get past the second baseman, and that's gonna be a base hit for Owen Tornga. That'll bring up number 14, Caden Harris. He singled back in the second. Kraus, the third baseman, playing in for the Bulldogs. Pickoff attempt, not in time. It's a pinch runner over on first, number 22, Jaden Amaral. First pitch of the at-bat, tries to bunt, throw from Laska. Over to first, not in time, just late. Another pickoff attempt, not in time. Emerald well safe. Nothing in one. Harris showing bunt. Then squares up to swing. That pitch misses. 1-1. One pitch shows bunt again, but it goes too low, 2-1. This one swung on, ground ball. Gonna get past Nolan Booth, a diving Nolan Booth, I should say, and into left field. And that's good for a base hit. Harris's second single of the night. And time is going to be called to check on Booth. It was a hard slide he took trying to get that ball. And he's fine, and he will continue. Runners on first and second. Pinch runner for the pitcher, Owen Tornga. It's number 22, Jaden Amaral, over on second. And Caden Harris over on first. Now digging in is number 13, Najee Monroe. Grounded out to second his last time up. Van Kampen will step off to walk Amaral, or look Amaral back to second. First pitch of the at-bat, tries to get the bunt down, but it will go foul. 0-1 count on Monroe. Oh, 1 pitch misses low. Laska fires it over to second, just late. Almost got him. Takes a very skilled catcher to make a pitch out in an attempt to catch them stealing from behind home plate all the way to second. And the fact that he was so close shows how good Laska is. 1-1 pitch, gets the bunt down. A nice bunt by Monroe. Van Kampen double clutches, throw to first, not in time, and the bases are loaded. That was a beautiful bunt by Najee Monroe. That'll bring up number 15, Julian Thielbar. Lined out to center his last time up. There's going to be a mound visit here from Byron's coach. And in the meantime, sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. Message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics. As play is about to resume game, quick recap. Bases loaded, nobody out for Julian Thielbar. Lined out to center, his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat, misses low, 1-0. One-0 pitch in there, called strike one. Nice pitch there by Van Kampen, right at the knees, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. He chases it low in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Very good block by Laska. One-two pitch, checked his swing. Did he go? He did not, says the umpire. That'll even up the count at 2 apiece. And the 2-2. Misses, and that'll be ball 3. Count is now full. Full count pitch, misses upstairs, and that will be the second run for Mona Shores on the walk. It's a nice at-bat from Thielbar. That'll bring up number 6, Brady Tilden. Struck out swinging his last time up. Bases loaded, still nobody out after the walk. First pitch of the at-bat, misses, 1-0. Pitch, swings right through it, 1-1. One pitch, swung on and missed a little early on that one, 1-2. One-two pitch, swung on, ground ball. Past a diving Caden Kearse, throw over to first. Not in time, he beats it out. A run will score and no outs suffered by Mona Shores. Now 3-1. The infield base hit by Tilden. That'll flip the lineup. That will bring up Hunter Kruger. Time's going to be called for another mound visit. And that will be the end of the night for Keaton Van Kampen. And really quick while the new pitcher warms up. It's actually number 3, Blake Stelma. Now take the bump for Byron Center. But in the meantime, we've always said that sportsmanship is the golden rule in action, but why should it stop when the game is over? Now more than ever, we need to respect each other and treat each other with common decency, not only between the lines, but outside the lines in our daily lives. In sports and in life, nothing beats good sportsmanship. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. We'll also take a moment and thank our sponsors. They are, of course, Byron Township, a community on the move, and Gaines Charter Township. I'd also like to thank the BC Athletics Gold sponsors, Armored Roofing and Construction, and the Center for Physical Rehabilitation. You can also follow BCTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at BCTV25 or on YouTube at BCTV.25 to stay up to date on our productions and news. And also, we here at BCTV are always looking for new opportunities to connect with our community. One that makes the biggest impact is in the form of a sponsorship. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor of BCTV and would like more information, call 878-6780. Sponsorship rates are affordable, tax deductible, and help bring you even more community-oriented content. Now, number 4, Hunter Kruger digs in. Doubled back in the first, struck out looking back in the third. First pitch of the at-bat misses low and outside, bounces in the dirt. Another nice block by Alaska. One-0 pitch to Kruger. Foul tipped back in Alaska's glove. It's 1-1. One pitch, fouled straight back. 1-2 now on Kruger. One-two pitch, swings right through it. And he'll go down swinging. First strikeout for Stelma of the night on his first batter faced. Now, number 2, Eli Habitler will dig in. Struck out and ground out thus far tonight. First pitch, the at-bat goes low and is going to get past Laska. And Najee Monroe will cross home plate unimpeded to make it 4-1 in favor of Mona Shores. One-0 pitch to Habitler. This one swung on, popped up, foul, and out of play. One pitch misses. 2-1 now on Habitler. one swung on, line drive, that'll drop into shallow right, good for a base hit. Throw home, not gonna be in time, 2 runs will score. Very solid base running from Mona Shores, and now 6-1 in favor of the Sailors. RBI base hit, or 2 RBI base hit, I should say, for Eli Havitler. Now, number 16, Braylon Ficini will dig in. 1 on and 1 out. First pitch of the at-bat, foul tipped. Back in Alaska's glove, 0-1. 0-1 pitch at the knees, misses just low, 1-1. One pitch, misses upstairs, 2 balls, 1 strike for Ficini. One pitch, misses outside, throw over to first by Alaska, not in time, as Havitler slides in safely. Three balls, 1 strike on Ficini. That one misses upstairs, and that'll be ball 4. Ficini has reached base every single time thus far tonight. 2 singles and now a walk. And a quick mound visit between Stelma and Alaska to prepare for number 3, Trevor Cunningham. Put the ball in play both times, but they were both caught by the right fielder. Thus far tonight, back the first and the third. Now it's 4th inning at-bats, or at-bat. 2 on, 1 away for Cunningham. First pitch of the at-bat, in there, called strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, misses low in the dirt, 1-1. One pitch, misses upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike on Cunningham. Two-one pitch, high and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike for Trevor Cunningham. And the 3-1. In there, called strike 2. Counts full now for Cunningham. Swung on and missed. Got him swinging. Stelma's 2nd strikeout. And pinch runner number 9, Braden Bennett, will take over at second base. Now the leadoff man in the top of the 4th for Mona Shores will dig back in. Owen Torga, their pitcher. First pitch of this at-bat misses outside and low, 1-0. One pitch in there, called strike 1. This one swung on. Hit well, but foul. And the 1-2 pitch misses low in the dirt. Counts 2-2 now for Tornga. That one misses low in the dirt. Full count now for Tornga. Both runners go, but he swings right through it, and that will be the final out of the top of the fourth. But still very productive for the Sailors as they pick up 5 on 5 hits. 5 runs on 5 hits in the top of the fourth, 6-1 as we head into the bottom half of the fourth. Tornga will be back out on the mound for Mona Shores. And while Byron Center prepares to make up this deficit, you can keep up with everything MHSAA on social media. Look them up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for tournament updates, event announcements, video highlights, and high school sports news from around the state. It's the best way to connect with the MHSAA every day. Van Kampen, Gomez, and Kraus in the do-up for the Bulldogs. Here in the bottom of the fourth, they trail by 5. First pitch of the at-bat in there, called strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, misses, 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike on Van Kampen. This one swung on, loud crack, or ping of the bat. And this one's going to get past the first baseman on the throw. And Van Kampen will advance to second. A leadoff base hit turned into a double on the error. His second double of the day. That'll bring up the first baseman, Davey Gomez. First pitch, the at-bat, misses inside, 1-0. This one swung on. High bouncing ground ball fielded by the second baseman. Nice throw over to first in time, 1 away. In the meantime, though, Van Kampen will advance to third, putting a runner just about 90 feet away from scoring for number 22, the third baseman, Caden Kraus. Kraus struck out swinging his last time up, back in the second. First pitch, the at-bat, misses inside, 1-0. Pitch, swung on, deep drive into center field. Center fielder is under it. Runner coming home, and he will score well ahead of the throw, and 6-2 now as the Bulldogs start to chip away at the lead. That'll bring up number 10, Carter Ricketts, the 9 hole for the Bulldogs. Base is empty, 1 away. Shows bunt. First pitch, the at-bat, though, will go low, call the ball. One-oh pitch, gets the bunt down. Fielded by the pitcher, Torga. Throw over to first in time. And that will retire the side. But the Bulldogs do pick up 1 to at least shorten Mona Shore's lead, 6-2 as we head into the top of the 5th. Leading off the top of the 5th for Mona Shores will be number 14, Caden Harris, followed by Najee Monroe and Julian Thielbar. Harris is 2 for 2 on the night, 2 singles. New pitcher on the mound for the Bulldogs, number 1, Nolan Booth. And while he warms up, another message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Once again, number 14, Caden Harris will lead it off for Mona Shores. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Now, the first pitch from Nolan Booth in the game is on the way. He is in there, called strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, thought about it, holds off, and it's called strike 2. 0-2 pitch, swings right through it, and Nolan Booth strikes out Caden Harris on 3 pitches to start off the top of the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat to number 13, Najee Monroe. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Oh, one pitch, misses, 1-1. 1-1 pitch, fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Monroe. One-two pitch in there, rings him up. 2 strikeouts in a row for number 1, Nolan Booth. That'll bring up number 15, Julian Thielbar. First pitch of the at-bat, in there, called strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch in there as well. It's 0-2 now. Oh, 2 pitch, misses inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch in there, called strike 3, rings him up. And number 1, Nolan Booth, will strike out the side here in the top of the 5th. And in the meantime, while they switch sides, let's take a moment and thank our sponsors. Once again, they are, of course, Byron Township, a community on the move, and Gaines Charter Township. Also, once again, you can follow BCTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at BCTV25 or on YouTube at BCTV.25 to stay up to date on our productions and news. Number 7, Owen Torga back out on the mound for Mona Shores. Leading off for the Bulldogs here at the bottom of the 5th is the top of the lineup. Formerly the shortstop, now the pitcher, number 1, Nolan Booth. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball in there, 0-1. This one swung on, well hit ground ball, fielded by the shortstop over to first, in time. And a 6-3 force out to start off the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up number 7, Alex Wabin. Sacrifice to advance the runner. This one swung on, deep drive into left field. Left fielder is under it and will make the catch. And 1 pitch, 1 out for Alex Wabin. That'll bring up the catcher, number 2, Luke Laska, pardon me. lined out to right and walked thus far tonight. First pitch of the at-bat. Off-speed pitch in there, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch, misses upstairs, counts even at 1. One pitch, misses low, 2-1 now. Two-one pitch, misses high and inside. 3 balls, 1 strike on Laska. Three-one pitch, runs inside and hits him. Laska now on first with 2 away, as that will bring up number 9, Kellen Payne, the cleanup hitter. First pitch of the at-bat, misses inside, 1-0. The 1-0 to Payne, misses low, 2-0. This one swung on, line drive into left field, and that'll drop in there for a base hit. Throw to second, not in time. Laska is in there. Kellen Payne with his first hit of the night, hit by a pitch back in the first, and then got into a fielder's choice, but did get an RBI back in the third. That'll bring up the lefty, Tate Bainbridge. 2 on, 2 out. First pitch of the at-bat, swung on, well hit into left field. Left fielder, though, is under it, and he'll make the catch for the final out of the bottom of the 5th. Nolan Booth back out on the mound for the Bulldogs. Struck out the side back in the top of the 5th. Leading off the top of the 6th for Mona Shores is number 6, Brady Tilden. And that will be the final warm-up pitch for Nolan Booth before we get it underway. Once again, Brady Tilden will lead it off here in the top of the 6th. Struck out back in the 2nd and singled back in the 4th. As part of the rally that the Motor Shores Sailors went on. First pitch of the at-bat on the way. Shows bunt. Pulls back, but not in time. It's called strike 1 anyway. A 1 pitch, foul tipped the bunt. 0-2 now for Tilden. This one, 0-2 swung on. And a slow fly ball over to the shortstop. He's under it and make the catch for the first out at the top of the 6th. Pardon me. Lineup card flips over now. Leadoff hitter number 4, Hunter Kruger, will dig in. Doubled back in the 1st, and then struck out in the 3rd and the 4th. This one swung on, ground ball, foul down the 3rd base line. 0-1 on Kruger. A 1 pitch in there, called strike 2. To Kruger, misses low and inside. 1-2. One-two pitch outside, maybe a touch low. Counts even at 2. This one swung on. And it eats him up a bit over at 2nd, and he will just hold on to it, and Kruger makes it to 1st. I'm not entirely sure how they rule errors, but I'm just going to say that that was a base hit. That'll bring up number 2, Eli Habitler. Had a 2 RBI base hit as part of the 4th inning rally. First pitch, the at-bat, misses low and outside, 1-0. 1 on, 1 out. Kruger over on 1st. Pickoff attempt. It's a nice move by Booth, but Kruger makes it back safely. The 1-0. Misses outside, pickoff attempt this time by Laska. Nice swim move there by Kruger. Gets around the tag, as I think the throw might have beaten him. But he got around the tag, he's safe nonetheless. 2-0 count now for Habitler. Or 1-1 count, pardon me. That one's low in the dirt, nice block by Laska. Two balls, 1 strike. Oh, and they caught him. Pickoff attempt is successful, and that will be the 2nd out and will clear the bases. Two balls, 1 strike on Habitler. This one swung on. Hard hit ground ball fielded by the shortstop. Throw over to 1st. In time by about a step, but a bang-bang play, and that will be the end of the top of the 6th. Tornga back out on the mound for Mona Shores, still holding on to a 6-2 lead as Byron Center prepares for their 6th inning at-bats. will be Van Kampen, Gomez, and Kraus in the due-up. Van Kampen 2 for 2 tonight. Double in the second, then a single in the fourth, but reached second on an error. In the meantime, while they switch sides, we here at BCTV are always looking for new opportunities to connect with our community. One that makes the biggest impact is in the form of a sponsorship. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor of BCTV and would like more information, call 878-6780. Sponsorship rates are affordable, tax deductible, and help bring you even more community-oriented content. Torga has 3 strikeouts thus far tonight. Van Kampen digs in to lead it off here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch, the at-bat, misses outside, 1-0. Pitch in there, called strike 1. One pitch, swung on, line drive. Hard ground ball to field there at short. And that will bounce into shallow left. Good for a base hit for Van Kampen. 3 for 3 on the night. That'll bring up the first baseman, number 23, Davey Gomez. First pitch, the at-bat. In there, called strike 1. Inside edge of the zone. Oh, 1 pitch, also in there, called strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch, swung on and missed, got him swinging. Nice catch there behind the plate. And that is Torga's 4th strikeout of the night. That'll bring up the third baseman, number 22, Caden Kraus. First pitch of the at-bat misses, 1-0. One-0 pitch in there, called strike 1. One pitch, swung on, ground ball, fielded by the shortstop, over to second for 1, back over to first, in time, double play, and that will be the end of the bottom of the 6th. 6-4-3 double play. And we'll head into the top of the 7th. Mona Shores still leading 6-2. And in the meantime, while they switch sides, let's take a moment and thank our sponsors once again. They are, of course, Byron Township, Community on the Move, and Gaines Charter Township. Ficini, Cunningham, and Torga in the do-up for Mona Shores. Ficini has reached base every single time. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk. Nolan Booth back out on the mound for the Bulldogs. And Braylon Ficini will now dig in for Mona Shores. First pitch of the at-bat in there, called strike one. A 1 pitch, misses, 1-1. And the 1-1 called strike two. One-two pitch, swung on, ground ball, fielded by the shortstop, throw over to first, in time, beat him by about a step. And a 6-3 ground out to start us off here in the top of the 7th. That'll bring up number 3, Trevor Cunningham. Flew out twice to right and struck out swinging thus far tonight. This one swung on, ground ball, fielded by the second baseman, throw over first in time. And 1 pitch out there for Trevor Cunningham. Two up, 2 down to start off the top of the 7th for Nolan Booth. That'll bring up Mona Shores' pitcher, Owen Torga. This one swung on, well hit into center field. That will drop in there for a base hit. That's Torga's second hit of the game. As pinch runner number 22, Jaden Amaral, will come back out to take over running responsibilities. That'll bring up number 14, Caden Harris. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a strikeout. First pitch of the at-bat in there, called strike one. Pickoff attempt, not in time. Amaral's safe without a tag. 0-1. A 1 pitch, swung on, foul down the first baseline. 0-2 now on Harris. O2 pitch, misses, 1-2. One-two pitch, swung on, ground ball, fielded by the second baseman, who will take it himself over to second for the final out at the top of the 7th. Torga will come back out of the mound for Mona Shores in search of a complete game. Hitters 9, 1, and 2 for the Bulldogs. In the do-up, Carter Ricketts, Nolan Booth, and Alex Wabin. Really quick while they switch sides, once again, if you would like a copy of today's game or any other event covered by BCTV, that's not a problem. Get a hold of us at 878-6781 or through our website, www.byrontv.com, for either a Blu-ray or DVD copy of whatever event you're looking for. Blu-rays are only $15 and DVDs are just $10. Again, call 878-6781 or you can visit www.byrontv.com to order your Blu-ray or DVD today. Carter Ricketts will dig in now. 0 for 2 thus far tonight. This one swung on, foul. A 1 pitch, swung on, well hit in the right field. That will be just foul down the right field line. Nothing in 2 on Ricketts. Oh, 2 pitch, swung on and missed for strikeout number 5, I believe, for Owen Tornga tonight. Tornga able to strike out the Bulldogs' leadoff man. That'll bring up number 1, Nolan Booth. Top of the lineup for the Bulldogs. First pitch of the at-bat in there, called strike 1. A 1 pitch in there as well, called strike 2. Yo 2 misses upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Booth. One 2 pitch in there, rings him up. And back-to-back strikeouts to start off the top of the 7th for Owen Tornga. That'll bring up number 7, Alex Wabin, representing the final out for the Bulldogs. First pitch of the at-bat misses low, bounces in the dirt, 1-0. Pitch, swung on, fouled back. Count evens up at 1. One pitch, misses. It's 2-1 now. One pitch, misses outside. 3 balls, 1 strike on Wabin. Three-one pitch, swung on, ground ball, fielded by the second baseman over to first, in time, and that's the game. Final score 6-2. Mona Shores will take the victory here in this one. A complete game effort from Owen Tornga with 6 strikeouts on the night. An excellent performance from him. But that's all for us here at BCTV for now. I'm still Nate Ewing. We will see you next time.